We are here for our monthly stats update for the month of April 2025. So let's just get right into it. I'm not going to spend too much time honing a lot of these numbers out to you today because they're all pretty similar across the board. Obviously, we are in our slow time right now as we're heading into summer, and boy, can we feel it. It is hot. It is getting super hot out there. But yeah, so for Florida, summertime is very slow as far as home sales go, which is, again, really great for buyers. It's just right now it's a buyer's market right now. So it's a really good spot to be if you are looking for a home. So let's get into the numbers here. We're going to start out with Hillsborough County. All right, so what we are seeing, and this is literally across the board, Hillsborough and Manatee and Pinellas County are all going to be the same here. The only one that doesn't fall into this is Sarasota. Your closed sales, your average sales price, and your median sales price are all down from last year. And again, that's due to the interest rates, and buyers are scared to buy. They're all waiting for that number to drop. But again, what happens when the interest rate goes down? Now we have more buyers. More buyers are hitting that market. So now your home price is not going to be very negotiable. It's, if you've got multiple offers coming in on a home, especially on a new listing, now you've got competition. So now you have to have a beefier offer. So the deal that you can have right now is not going to happen when those interest rates drop. So yeah, you might get that lower interest rate, which is nice, but you're going to be paying that higher price on your home overall. And that's the number you really can't change until you pay that number down substantially in order to bring that monthly payment down. So again, now is the time to buy if you're looking to get a good deal, because we can talk that main number down. We can talk about closing costs. We can talk about buying points for interest. Whatever that number looks like to you, to make that work and make your loan work or whatever it is that we're doing, now is the time to get in and really see what we can do to make these sales happen. Okay, so, all right, so closed sales for Hillsborough County, we have 1326. It's down 6% from last year. Median sales price is around 417,000, but your average sales price is at 540. So, about a little over $100,000 difference there. Active inventory, we've got 4,960 on the market right now. That's up 37% from last year. That's because all the sellers are listing and we got no buyers. Buyers aren't buying, so our inventory unfortunately is going up and it's sitting. And that's why our time to contract is also going up. It's up 25 days from last year to this year. So we're now sitting at, on average, 31 days. And we have 2126 in new listings for Hillsborough. Okay. Now we're going to jump over to Manatee. Okay. So again, closed sales, median sales price, and average sales price are all down from last year, as you can see. Manatee is a lot quieter than Hillsborough. We only have 672 closed sales for the month of April. Median sales price of $464, but your average sales price of $618. So there you go. Look at that. 979 new listings. Active inventory 3251. Still pretty high. Up 33% in active inventory from last year. And a lot longer time with median days to contract. We're looking at 50 days before you can get that home under contract. So that's also up quite a bit from last year. That's an additional 44 days. Yeah. Heading over to Pinellas County. We have closed sales 946, median sales price 465, with your average sales price of 596. Again, all three of those categories are down from last year. The number of closed sales is actually down 9% from last year for Pinellas. That's actually quite a bit. And your sales price is down 13% if you look at the average sales price versus the median. So that's a big difference there. I mean, average is average. So how accurate is it? I guess it just depends on your neighborhood or the area that you're looking. So more so you want to kind of look at your median sales price. All right, active inventory, we're up 50% from last year. That's a lot. So 4105 active inventory, 1543 new listings for the month of April. That's up again 9% from last year. And median time to contract, we're also up, so we're sitting around 28 days. So a little bit faster in Pinellas County. Not a whole lot, but still faster. Okay, and finally, last but not least, jumping into Sarasota. This is the one that definitely is different. Sarasota is just a busier county. We are up in sales from last year, so up 0.7%. We have 817 closed sales for the month of April. But your median sales price, average sales price, those are still down from last year. So again, buyers, now is the time to get a deal, because maybe the prices you say are still too high or not where you want them. Sorry guys, it is what it is. Unfortunately, when COVID hit and everything else, those numbers just skyrocketed, and so they're not going to fall dramatically to where you would love them to be, but they are still going down, and they are definitely down from last year, as you can see, 13% and 16%. Up everywhere else though, active inventory up. We've got 4448. That's 1,124 new listings for the month of April. That's up 13%. And again, median time to contract is up again. That's up 40 days from last year. So 43 days to get the home under contract. So again, these homes are sitting, hence why you want to jump on in there and, and make an offer, sorry sellers, but probably below the listing price. I'm still seeing a lot of sellers are still listing their homes too high. Unfortunately, it's just that homes are not what they were last year. And if you're still trying to price your home based on stats from last year or what your neighbor's house sold last year, you're not going to get that price. Not likely, unless you just have one amazing house that stands out from everybody else and everybody wants that one. It's just probably not going to look that way for you. So when you're listing, you have to really listen to your agent, and hopefully they do know their stats. You gotta list appropriately for what's going on currently. And if you need to sell your home faster, if you're in a time crunch, maybe you're starting a new job, maybe you're transferring out of state, maybe you have a family that you need to go be by, then we really do need to price correctly, because you don't have time for your house to sit on the market for 3 to 6 months. We want to get it sold. And I'm not saying we're undercutting it and trying to sell it for nothing. Absolutely not. We still want to sell it at what it's worth. But we have to look at these numbers and these stats and see it where the prices are at and price it accordingly. So if you have questions on listing, if you have questions on buying, reach out. I'm happy to help. But that's it for today. I'm going to wrap it up, and there's your stats for April of 2025. And I will see you again next month. Make sure to like and follow along so you will get notified when I come back with the May stats.